What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm using an all-turtles team on the ranked ladder. This team was made by Kasper. I don't know anything about them other than that. I just saw this on the Jeans channel. Now, this team only has one restricted, because there's only one restricted turtle, I guess. I guess maybe you could stretch that definition to include something else, but we've got Terapagos with Coal Mine leftovers. The point here is to set up. As talking about setup, we got a Blastoise that can also set up with White Herb Shell Smash. We're actually a physical Blastoise with Wave Crash and Aqua Jet and Terra Water Torrent, so just multipliers on multipliers on multipliers, hoping to do big damage with water. And we do have a Torkoal on this team, but you can use Terapagos to turn off the sun if you want to then use Blastoise. It might be a little awkward to position sometimes, but it's not bad. Speaking of Torkoal, it has support moves Helping Hand, Yawn, and Will-O-Wisp. This is going to be really important, I imagine, into the fighting types that can take out Terapagos easily. We've got a Torterra here with Life Orb, Wood Hammer, and Headlong Rush. That'll do a ton of damage. It can also support with Wide Guard. Wartortle is full support. Eviolite with Whirlpool, Yawn, Life Dew, and Fake Out. Probably what I'm going to lead with Terapagos most of the time to support that. And then finally, Drednaw. It's a Sash Drednaw with Dark Terra Jaw Lock. Jaw Lock will lock in the opponent and yourself, but it's also boosted by Strong Jaw, so it's a really powerful dark move on this team. Now, how good is this team? I don't know. I would be surprised if I get any wins, because we're on the ranked ladder where you can use 2 restricteds, but let's give it a shot. Alright, here we've got Eternatus Zamazenta with Chien-Pao, Tornadus, Landorus, and Hisuian Typhlosion. Zamazenta, of course, is the scariest thing. Torkoal can do pretty well into it. Torkoal greatly fears Landorus, mostly, and would power up Typhlosion. I think Terapagos Wartortle as a lead is probably correct, but I'll need Torkoal to put in some work against that Zamazenta. Or at least burn it. And then with Eternatus, Torterra can hit it really hard. We have Wide Guard potential if they go for Eruption shenanigans. Yeah, I think that's the play. Maybe if Wartortle had like Flip Turn, so I could pivot around a little better, that would be nice. That's a great trainer card. So I might need to reposition depending on their choosing. That is Chien-Pao Typhlosion. Not at all what I was expecting to see. Alright, well I'm gonna go for a Calm Mind and fake out the Chien-Pao. Yeah, for sure. No question. If I force out Terra and you get to attack anyway, that could be... Are they going to Terra Ghost? Or are they going to Terra Fire? They're going to Terra Fire, it looks like. Well, that makes you weaker to Terra Starstorm. And if your Chien-Pao can't move this turn, you need to break the shell. That's good for me. They are Covert Cloak Chien-Pao, but they went for Sucker Punch. Wow. Okie doke. That makes, if they went for Sucker Punch, that makes me think they wanted to move before Typhlosion. So they might be Scarf Typhlosion then. That also did a ton of damage. Protect Life Dew then? Here's where Flip Turn would be nice, honestly. Yeah, I think it has to be Protect Life Dew. As much as I would love to be able to, like, Yawn or Whirlpool somebody, Terapagos needs the help. Yeah, they are Scarf Typhlosion. So if I was able to get into Torterra, I could Wide Guard that. And Ice Spinner. Okay, cool. Honestly, who would I rather take out? Also, if I attack here, I do potentially fall victim to the Sucker Punch Eruption play. So yeah, I think I will just Earth Power and Life Dew again. Okay, good. They didn't go for the Sucker Punch play. I will get hit by a relatively weak Eruption, which is good. Ice Spinner will hurt, but... Oh, it's Ruination. That probably hurts around the same as what Ice Spinner would have done. So we get to take out Typhlosion, heal up a bit. Because I figure I want to get Torkoal on the field eventually, so I needed Typhlosion gone before I start powering that thing up. Alright, stay nice and healthy, Terapagos. Protect Life Dew would get me back up to full, if that's worthwhile. But if they bring in Zamazenta, that's not worthwhile. I would need to get Torkoal in to fight that. Yeah. So I will protect Terapagos and get Torkoal on the field to start fighting this Zamazenta, who cannot Terra. That'll be nice. Then the question is, do I preserve Terapagos even? Or do I just let it go and start blasting with flamethrowers? Sucker Punch is surprising, but fine. And then Body Press. I think Terapagos can still provide a lot of value. So can Torterra. I'm going to bring in Wartortle. And I'm actually going to Flamethrower the Chenpao. I feel like Zamazenta might be threatened. If that's like the obvious target. Maybe I should have just gone after it anyway. Sucker Punch Torkoal. Are you going to double Torkoal? Yeah. Oof. That hurts. Chenpao's gone. Probably should have gone after Zamazenta then, huh? Hello, Eternatus. I'm gonna go for Yawn and Will-O-Wisp at Zamazenta, I think. It's unlikely that they are able to KO both here. Yeah, Dynamax Cannon's not gonna take Wartortle, I don't think. So you can, alright, you can take some more Rocky Helmet Chip and then get Yawned. That works for me. Yeah, then I can go into Terapagos, probably lose Wartortle. But if I don't lose Wartortle, getting a Yawn would be nice. Dynamax Cannon at Terapagos. Did you double Terapagos? No. Yeah, there goes Wartortle. Surprised to see it go in that order. I would have expected you to try to body press the Terapagos. Alright, now I need to get rid of Zamazenta ASAP. I think I just double it with double ground moves. I'm probably never going to get my shell back. So yeah, let's just Headlong Rush and Terra Earth Power Zamazenta. It's possible that getting rid of the Sun will help Torterra take a Flamethrower, if they have Flamethrower. And if this is... I doubt this is enough to take Zamazenta just with the Earth Power. So that's why I wanted to double into it. Because if it does take with Earth Power, then the Headlong Rush can get redirected. But I need Zamazenta gone. Eternatus I might be able to do in the long run. Whoo! Torterra going down this turn. Okay. That's gonna hurt. Ah, we take. Perfect. Oh, it was a critical hit. I guess now we won't know. We did get this stellar boost, so... Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how bulky they were. But yeah, this Headlong Rush now into Eternatus, that seals it. Goodbye. We got a dub? Yo! No way! Let's go. Against a Zamazenta, too. Nice. Yeah, I think I misplayed. I probably should have taken out the Zamazenta earlier, but thought they would protect. Anyway, good game. Cool trainer card. Alright, here we got... Okay. That's a very scary team. Shadow Rider, Zamazenta, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, Smeargle, and Tornadus. Zamazenta is probably the scariest thing for our turtle. Unless they have Snarl on Raging Bolt, then that's pretty bad too. We do have Will-O-Wisp, Torkoal, which is great. I'm going to go Terapagos. Probably Terapagos Wartortle. Just try to start setting up and put Torkoal in the back. I would hate to see Torkoal get taken out a little too early. That could cause a lot of problems. And then finally, Blastoise is going to have a lot of trouble with that Rillaboom and that Raging Bolt. Plus, we're not going to be faster than Calyrex, even if we set up, so I'm going to go Torterra. We can do a ton of damage with this Life Orb, and Wide Guard could come in clutch. That's max attack. Yeah, that could do some damage. Just not to Rillaboom, really. Which, Rillaboom isn't the scariest thing on their team. When we have Torkoal and Terapagos. We can get rid of their terrain once, and their terrain actually helps us, so... Rillaboom is one thing I would like to see. I don't want to see... I don't know. Spore Smeargle would be annoying. Obviously, they're going to bring Zamazenta. They probably bring Shadow Rider, but... That's a cool trainer card. This is possibly a chance to drop Shadow Rider if you don't want it. Okay, they just bring it straight with Zamazenta, too. Okay. Alright, well we got a fake out turn here where I can just get one Calm Mind off for free, so I'm just going to take that. Did they have any way to block that? No, unless they're Ghost Terrazama, which I doubt. So I'm just going to take the free Calm Mind. They probably try to break my multi-scale. Not multi-scale, but whatever the ability is that's like multi-scale. Nope, they Nasty Plot. Yikes! Yikes, yikes, yikes. I'm terrified. I'm going to click Earth Power into Zamazenta. They would have to double Terapagos here, right? But they have to risk me protecting. They could also double Wartortle here, which would be bad. I'm going to go Earth Power into Zamazenta, hoping I survive there. Because I need to yawn this Calyrex now. Before it causes even more problems. Alright, they are going to double into Terapagos, it looks like. That's rough. Yup. I could have protected. They were going to let me protect it. I guess they were like, Wartortle can't do anything. Well, losing Terapagos right away is not good. I'm going to bring in Torkoal now. How about a Will-O-Wisp into Zamazenta? I assume they'll swap out their Calyrex. But I don't know, I assumed they wouldn't double me. I'll click Whirlpool in case they swap out. They do. Okay, so I can trap something on the field at least. Raging Bolt. Okay, I don't mind trapping that. And Wide Guard. Cool. All right. Good turn. As long as I connect Will-O-Wisp, that is. Or I could just miss Whirlpool. At least the Will-O-Wisp connects. Jeez. Come on. If they have Thunderbolt, I do have Grass Terra, which might help. They just have so much offense, and I have so little offense that we're kind of in trouble regardless. I think I want to... Yawn, Terra Grass, and Whirlpool that slot. I'm worried about Thunderbolt into Wartortle. But if we can Yawn it and trap it at the same time, maybe we can live long enough. Body Press into Torkoal does some. I will be relying on Life Dew, so that's why I need Wartortle around. Oh, and it's Thunderbolt into Torkoal. That's bad. And you know what? Whirlpool just misses again. They can easily swap out now, because I keep missing Whirlpool. Torkoal. There's very little value to saving Torkoal at this point. I'm going to Flamethrower the Zamazenta. And try to Whirlpool again. Yeah, they do swap out. They don't want to go to sleep. There's going to be Calyrex, which Whirlpool won't matter. Oh, it's Rillaboom. Okay. And they just Body Press to finish off Torkoal. That makes sense. A good little chip at least, and maybe I'll connect a Whirlpool this time. Even so, they probably have U-turn, so it doesn't really matter. But they'll want to U-turn, which means maybe I can Yawn whoever swaps in for them. But yeah, not looking great. We can't do anything. Alright, Torterra. We're really slow. Maybe they could U-turn out. Well, first I'm going to protect. And Yawn Rillaboom slot. This could just be a fake out turn. But once they're Yawned and Whirlpooled, I know they're going to U-turn at that point. And in which case, maybe I can Headlong Rush to take out the Raging Bolt that comes in. I'm surprised to see a Terra. But it's Zamazenta into Grass. Okay, you're worried about a ground move? Sure. This does make everything a little harder. Body Press, Wartortle. They U-turn this turn. Well, I get the Yawn into somebody. Raging Bolt. That's bait. Yeah, they definitely swap that right back into Rillaboom. But they're taking out Wartortle so quickly. I guess I can Wood Hammer Zamazenta for some free damage and start life doing. Losing Terapagos this early is doomed me, but I'm still putting up a fight. I don't know why, just for fun, I guess. There's no way I win this. Unless they make a big mistake. Alright, they're gonna take out Wartortle at the cost. No, they're not. They're gonna Draco. Torterra lives that. Whoa, hang on. Good night, Raging Bolt. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And they have booster energy too. Okay, so we set the sun for them, but it didn't matter. Oh, their special defense goes up now too. Because they dropped their special attack. Well, you're asleep, but I'm never going to be able to KO you. What I protect, life do. And then headlong rush, life do. And then maybe I can get one KO eventually as long as you stay asleep long enough. Problem is the Zamazenta isn't losing health because I never have time to click Whirlpool into it. And if I did, it would miss, probably. Oh no, I think that play doubling into my Terapagos, I don't know, I definitely didn't make a call that I never should have made. They just made the right call. Because it very easily could have been just double and take out Wartortle. If you're asleep and you body press the Torterra, heavy slam the Torterra, fine, whatever. I don't know if Heavy Slam is going to do very much, but... Alright, now I need to Headlong Rush and Whirlpool. Torterra survives long enough to get the Headlong Rush. I may be able to take 2 KOs, which is a lot better than I expected. Raging Bolt could also just wake up and KO Torterra. It's also possible Body Press is enough. I doubt it's enough. I really don't think Heavy Slam is enough. Maybe it's max power on Torterra, but I feel like Torterra is supposed to be heavy. Is Zamazenta really that much heavier? I guess maybe. Pokemon weights rarely make sense. And the older you go back in the generations, the less sense they make. Wartortle's probably heavier than Torterra. Or lighter than air, you never know. They woke up. They Thunderclap Wartortle. That's a weird play. Heavy Slam does nothing to Torterra. Whirlpool actually connects, that's how you do it. And here, have a Headlong Rush. Bonk. Goodbye. Alright, we got a KO. I don't know if that crit mattered. It's Life Orb. 120 power, super effective max attack. I think that was enough. Yeah, you heal from that, but then you take Burn, and then you take Whirlpool, and hopefully that's enough to KO you. Yes, it is. All right. There we go. We got 2 KOs here. I'll probably forfeit this turn. Although, what they're going to do, send in Rillaboom and Calyrex. Wide Guard has the same priority as Fake Out, is that right? maybe I protect life. There's no way I can win this, right? Because they're Nasty Plot Calyrex. And if I wide guard an Astral Barrage, I can't protect the turn after that successfully to get them to go to sleep. Do they just attack here? I don't think they would set up Nasty Plot. I think they would just try to take out Torterra. So I need to, what, double protect? I'm going to protect Yawn, and then I'm going to wide guard the turn after that. Maybe they go for Astral Barrage, and then I'm able to stop it, and then hopefully I have enough health left to be able to Woodhammer. And then Wartortle's still obviously going to lose the endgame against Rillaboom in that case, but if I can get a third KO, I'm going to try. If there's only a very small chance I succeed, but the fact that there is a chance means I can't give up. So I protect. Show me Fake Out Torterra. Psychic Torterra. Don't like to see that. Woodhammer Wartortle? Okay. Doesn't do much. I have to think. Alright, if they click Psychic into my Torterra, the play is double protect. But that's very unlikely to succeed. If they click Astral Barrage, wide guard will succeed. And if I try to attack this turn, well, I'm definitely gone. So I'm gonna click wide guard and life deal. I think they might be tempted to Astral Barrage. I have not revealed wide guard this whole time. I'm trying to bait them into clicking Astral Barrage. I don't think they'll do it. They've been playing well, I guess, but they did Thunderclap Wartortle. I don't know what that was about. But they Thunderclapped on the turn that I was using Whirlpool, so maybe they are inside my head. Let's see. Show me Astral Barrage. Nope. Never had a chance. I mean, Woodhammer was also enough to take Torterra, so I was never going to be able to win. Even then, they're doing so much damage to Wartortle. They're at +1 on Calyrex as well. Whirlpool can only do so much damage. I can never KO them with Whirlpool. At least not in time for them to just wake up from it, right? Yeah, I'll finally run. I got my 2 KOs. That's better than I expected. Well, it's better than I expected after losing Terapagos instantly, I mean. The Nasty Plot turn 1 was... that was disgusting. They're taking their sweet time here. Like, I already forfeited, like, just... you can self-target if you want. I know when it's over. It was over a long time ago. Good trainer card. Thank you for the battle. Alright, Shadow Rider, Zamazenta, Chenpao, Raging Bolt, Rillaboom, and Tornadus. Pretty aggressive. Terapagos is really good against not Zamazenta. So I'm going to do Terapagos, Wartortle, Torkoal, Torterra. That's 100. That I definitely these 4. Getting the order right will not be easy, but these 4 are the 4. Positioning Torkoal to burn the Zamazenta is important. And not easy. I don't have any pivots. I have Yawn and Life Dew and Fake Out on Wartortle. That could maybe help Torkoal get in safely. But then Torkoal can't protect either. So once I get it positioned, I need to burn the Zamazenta now. And if the Zamazenta, for some reason... That's a cool trainer card. If the Zamazenta can't Terra, then maybe Whip Flamethrower is fine, but... Okay. This... might be okay. This is a Calm Mind Fake Out the Raging Bolt turn. I don't know what the Calyrex is going to do. Makes me nervous. And their Booster Energy Bolt. Oh, they probably don't have Snarl then. Do I even need to fake that out? Could Calm Mind... do get Thunderbolted on Wartortle. Calm Mind and Fake Out Raging Bolt, I think, is the play for now. Just because I can fake something out, keep Wartortle alive a little longer. I won't be able to afford to Terra the Wartortle. No way. Definitely need Starstorm. I know that much. Psychic the Wartortle. They know who the threat is. We take Psychic really well. You need to Thunderbolt then into my Wartortle to take it out. Maybe I can click Earth Power into you and just bring in Torterra. That might work. Use Wartortle later? I mean, you're not going to take out +1 Terapagos with its shell up. Astral Barrage. That makes sense. That's probably what you should have clicked into Wartortle in the first place. It does over half to Torterra, which is rough. Faster than Raging Bolt, and it lives. Thunderbolt does nothing. Nice. Oh, no, they went into Terapagos. Dang. Everyone knows Torterra gets Wide Guard, so there's no way they fall for a Wide Guard play here. I think I Earth Power into Calyrex. I mean, I could just start Starstorming, honestly. How about I just Starstorm and Protect? I'll have the ability to get into Torkoal a little bit easier as long as I have a low health turtle here. And with Life Orb, it can actually threaten Zamazenta too, so like they would have to target it. They Thunderclap Terapagos, because they know they're slower, but they also Astral Barrage. Oh, so that could have been Wide Guard. Not that it would have made a difference. Except that I could protect next turn, really. Alright, bring in your Zamazenta, I guess. Means what, I have to let Calyrex get a hit? Get a KO? That would be bad. Can't afford to do that. It's a rough position. Should I have gone Earth Power first into their Calyrex? There's nothing against them just using Psychic into Torterra, and Terapagos is in trouble. I guess I can protect and bring in Wartortle. Fake Out into Zamazenta. And if Wartortle goes down, then I guess it goes down. But I guess then there's not much harm in them going for a double protect. They're going to get greedy. They want to at least hit the Wartortle here. Need to Earth Power the Calyrex and Fake Out the Zamazenta. Zamazenta, if Zamazenta's the only one to protect, I'm happy with this turn. Yeah, if you take out Wartortle, but then I take out your Calyrex, and I'm clicking Earth Power because I was worried about Wide Guard. If I had gone for Starstorm and they just went for Wide Guard there, it would go before the Fake Out. But if Earth Power can take out, which I'm sure it can from here, right? I'd be surprised if it doesn't. Yeah. And then I can... I guess it depends on who they have last, which I have no idea who that could be. But then I can try to get my burn that I've always wanted on the Zamazenta here. They just protected. Chenpao, that's not going to be able to do anything to a Torkoal. So yeah, I protect and go for the burn. They do have Terra, so they use it. That's why I go for the burn instead of attacking the Zamazenta. I wonder if they'll still have the damage to get through my Terapagos once I get this Will-O-Wisp. It's possible, but they can still just plow through. Chenpao plus a +1 Zamazenta is still a lot of damage. Okay, they're Terra Dragon. That'll make Starstorm better later. Able to burn and then it's Starstorm, and then there's a lot that could happen between now and then. Throat Chop the Torkoal, there goes your Sash. If you double the Torkoal correctly, I'm done, right? Oh, you don't have a Sash or Life Orb. Okay, Body Press into Terapagos. Very cool, very cool. Now, connect the Will-O-Wisp. Yes! Alright, we're cooking. We're cooking here. Okay. That Throat Chop with Life Orb did so much to Torkoal. The next one taking it out is rough. But Starstorm's looking real spicy now. Do I commit Helping Hand Starstorm? Don't think so. I think I just Starstorm and go for Flamethrower into Chenpao. 1 HP Torkoal! Oh, that was the right play then. Because just in case they KO Terapagos, okay, they don't. Good. Whew! Alright, now this Starstorm probably takes out Chenpao. Yes. And then Flamethrower will take out Zamazenta. And they're out of here. Let's go! Let's go! All turtles! Woo! GG to my opponent. Thank you for the game. Alright, Koraidon and Kali Shadow. They've got Amoonguss and Raging Bolt and Incineroar and Tornadus. Blastoise isn't going to be able to do anything. They're going to set Sun, and they have Intimidate, and they have Raging Bolt, and they have Amoonguss. We're kind of water, right? Yeah. So that's going to do nothing. Terapagos is pretty good into things not named Koraidon. My best bet against Koraidon don't have much for Koraidon, if I'm being honest. I'm going to do Terapagos Wartortle. Maybe I can use Terapagos to get rid of Weather, though. Then Blastoise might work. And then bring Torterra last, as it's a decent answer into Raging Bolt. And a Spore immunity. And Wide Guard for the Astral Barrages. I think that's my best bet. I'm gonna give it a shot. Like, I have very little chance of winning probably any game, but I'm gonna win this game. I think it's these 4. Terapagos just needs to put in some work. Or Blastoise does, maybe, but that seems less likely. We will be faster than Koraidon after a Shell Smash, at least. I think they may have timed out, which would be good for me if they bring the top 4. That's a great trainer card. I love that. Not timing out. Alright. You got Snarl? You know, I don't care. I go for Calm Mind and Fake Out here every day of the week, right? Do you have any anti-Fake Out? You might have Cloak on Bolt, I guess, but that's unlikely. Yeah, maybe you Nasty Plot here? I could see that. Then maybe I want to target down the Raging Bolt in some way. Well, let's see. We'll also see the speed tier between Terapagos and Raging Bolt. Hopefully. Yeah, Fake Out. Psychic into Wartortle is okay. Unless it crits and does a bajillion damage. Yeah, critting and doing a bajillion damage is not something I like to see. I mean, I'll click Earth Power here, and as long as I'm redirecting these into Wartortle, that's cool. I'll go for Yawn on Calyrex. They might just take me out, though. Take out the Wartortle, get an attack boost. Makes some sense. Yep, there it is, another Psychic. Wartortle down. Couldn't afford to switch out Wartortle, I don't think. Thunderbolt to break my shell. Okay, well at least you don't have Snarl. Ooh, lots of damage from Earth Power. Like to see that. I think I'm sending in Blastoise. Just to hopefully bait in a move. Then I want to click Earth Power into Calyrex. No, I think I want to click... It's hard to say. Terra right now, is that too early? It might be, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna click Terra, Terra, Star Storm, and just Shell Smash with Blastoise. I think I need to get aggressive. If they just if they just Thunderbolt Blastoise, that would be trouble. But they can also just +1 Psychic Blastoise. I'm hoping maybe I can catch a Thunderclap. Nice, nice. Okay. Love that. They do Psychic Blastoise at +1. Is that going to KO? Nope. Nice. There's a +1 Star Storm. No more Raging Bolt Thunderclaps to worry about. The one thing that sucks is they're going to be able to get their weather. don't really see any way around Koraidon if I'm being real right now. If Blastoise was faster than their Calyrex, we might be onto something here. Maybe we are. Maybe they're slow? No, because we're only a little bit faster than, like, max speed Miraidon, right? So they would have to invest more than that. But I have seen slow Calyrexes. If they don't take weather control and we can Aqua Jet, that would be nice. Amoonguss. That might be good. Because I can Terra Starstorm and protect. You would what? Protect Calyrex and Spore Terapagos maybe? That would be awkward. So yeah, I Starstorm and Wave Crasher Amoonguss. If you just attack with Calyrex, you'll have to lose Calyrex. Yeah. Okay. I got the call right, but do I do enough damage? Come on, Blastoise. Whew, that's a lot of damage. And they're not Citrus Berry or Rocky Helmet. Get him. Get him, Terapagos. Yeah, let's go. Is it possible you didn't bring Koraidon? There's no way. There is zero chance you didn't bring Koraidon. Let's be real. But we do have the Torrent boost on Aqua Jet now. Yeah, there's Koraidon. Had to be. Alright, Terapagos. That's a lot of defense. Can you take a hit? Let's hope so. Terra Starstorm. Yeah, I'm saying there's zero chance our Blastoise is faster than their Calyrex. I need to click Starstorm. And I need to hope Aqua Jet and Torrent range at +2 is enough in the sun. I really doubt it. Not enough. But they were Life Orb. Are they going to go down to their Life Orb? Because they didn't hit Terapagos. Go down to your Life Orb, please. It's not going to go down. Wait, they weren't Life Orb. I thought they were Life Orb. They were just doing all that damage for fun? And Terapagos doesn't take that hit. So sad. I guess we're just not EV'd for that, or are they Life Orb? Nah. Probably just clear Amulet Adamant, just enough damage. It takes a lot of bulk to live that. They're at +2 now. Good game. Got a couple KOs. I'm happy. Blastoise put in some work. Just wasn't quite enough. Good game. Alright, we're back. Thank you very much to the team creator, because this was super fun. I actually got some dubs, which is insane. Thank you for watching as well. If you liked, leave a like on this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.